turn of events over the weekend. After looking like he'd be joining Arsenal, Chelsea stepped in and signed Mykhailo Mudryk from Shakhtar for £88.5 million. Right, Olivia, what did you make of it?
It was a whirlwind, I think, is a good word to use to describe it. A whirlwind over 24 hours. It wasn't even 24 hours. By the time that, there was rumours that Paul Winstanley and Bedat Eghbali had gone over to Turkey where he was playing in a training camp, a mid-season training camp, to then the next morning he was at Chelsea having a medical. And it just, I think the sheer pace of this transfer, I think, was what shocked me the most. But maybe I shouldn't have been surprised. The way Chelsea were acting in this transfer window, maybe it shouldn't have come as that much of a shock to me. But I was at Stamford Bridge reporting on the game yesterday, and it was so much going on just before the game. Obviously, there was the Vialli stuff before the game, and it was like, were Chelsea going to announce it? There was rumours he was going to be there. We weren't sure, but he obviously was announced to the crowd at half-time as Chelsea's new signing. It's an exciting signing, I think. I said similar things about Joao Felix when Chelsea signed Joao Felix, that sort of player that sort of has an eye for a pass that not a lot of people do, and he is so quick. So yeah, it's definitely an exciting signing, but I was shocked to say the least, I think.
And Sam?
I think everyone was shocked, to be honest. Arsenal were linked with him for 2 to 3 months. There was interviews that he did almost insinuating that was the next move that he wanted. He was posting pictures of Arteta, saying that he was a quality manager. There was Arsenal fans doing compilations saying that it's almost done and all of these things. And then I think they wasn't able to meet the requirements that Shakhtar had, and Chelsea had been tracking him this whole month. This isn't the first time we've heard of this rumour, but at the same time, we didn't expect it to happen because of those things that were happening around it. But I think Chelsea just said, we want to get this player. They got it done, announced at Stamford Bridge, and now he's a Chelsea player.
Yeah, and Anton, there's lots of different takes on this. They wanted this player. They just went out, paid the asking price and got him. So does it tell you that they really mean business? Is that how you'd put it?
Business? What kind of a business operates like spending nearly £500 million in 2 windows and is in 10th? I mean, businesses don't act like that. Football clubs do, and that's the difference, isn't it? You can look at it one side. Chelsea have been aggressive, not just with Mudryk, but they've gone out, like you said, identified a target, went out to Turkey and made sure he was getting on the plane with them when they came back. That is aggressive. That is making sure they get their player. But going into this window, was he their top target? I don't know, because you look at this, look how much they spent compared to the other Premier League signings in history. What's that? Top 5 on a player that's got fewer than 50 league games under his belt and one Champions League campaign. It's a massive outlay, to be put up there with the likes of Grealish, Romelu Lukaku, and that kind of thing. Who've got Premier League experience, big experience. It's a risk from Chelsea. I admire the tenacity, the aggressiveness, the way they've gone out there and gone, do you know what? Right, someone at this club has identified him as a target. We are making sure he becomes a Chelsea player. But there is a risk. And I know it's a spread over 8.5 years. And I know it's going to, but Chelsea could be paying this off for a long time. If it doesn't work, he ends up going, another club and they try and sell him on. They're still going to be paying him off. We used to joke, didn't we, that Chelsea would always be paying off managers for years. But now you look at their transfer strategy. If these moves don't pay off in the next couple of years, they're going to be paying off players' transfer fees for years to come.